Hi, good afternoon, all. Welcome back to another fascinating webinar from Cofactors. I'm Komalesh from Cofactors marketing team. Some of you guys may know me over email, the email which you are getting on behalf of Cofactors. Okay, so as we all know, today's topic is how to run effective email campaign. Okay, so in this mail, we will explain you that how to set an email campaign and how to personalize your email and how you can increase open rate, click rate, and more. And in the meanwhile, so you will learn the best practices of email marketing. Okay, before starting that, so I have one information need to share that here. So today we got to change a speaker. Unfortunately, Meena Halubai is not keeping well, so we got a Katie from her, and we have replaced with Mrs. Shamila Sundaram, the founder and CEO of Cofactors, and she's having a almost 8 year plus of experience in sales. And also she helped hundred of businesses over India to increase the revenue with integrated sales and marketing platform. So I would like to apologize that the last minute of changes in the speaker. So again, so before getting into over to the speaker, so I need to just as a housekeeping. So this webinar will be duration of the webinar will be 1 hour, and if you have any question and answer, we will take you during the Q&A session. And also if you wanted to speak, so you can have an option as where you can raise a hand in a control panel, so and we will unmute you and you can ask a question direct to Shamila. Yeah, that's it. So over to you, Shamila.
Yeah, thank you, KP, for your intro. Hello, audiences, and yes, as KP was mentioning, we are extremely sorry for the last-minute change of a speaker. So she was not keeping well, and that's the whole thing. Yes, I have got the complete KT, and I would like to share all my experiences, client experiences with respect to the email marketing that we have did in past 7 years with Core Factors. So here is your agenda. So you can see the agenda. So DNS settings, setting up an email campaign, personalizing the content, detailed analytics, automation, and inbuilt CRM. These are the topics we're going to cover. So let me take you through the DNS settings and dedicated IP. Yes. So the first thing, so when you are planning to send an email campaign, right? So you can send an email campaigns for various reasons. So one reasons can be you can be sending in newsletters to your clients on a regular basis. You have some kind of an opt-in data, that is a sign-up data, so that you want to send them in a regular email, so that that will turn into lead, and you can convert as a customer. Or you can do some kind of what to say, marketing as well. As I said to you, marketing, you also you can do it. And not only that, for OTPs you are receiving from banks like HDFC Access, so email APIs, via APIs, that is also possible. So there are multiple ways how you trigger an email or email campaigns, right? But the most important thing is that first thing comes into picture is that IP. So when why IP is very important. So I have given you an example IP here. So this is how an IP looks. So like each and every email will deliver via any of the IP. Okay, for example, let's take an example. When you're taking in service, email service with Core Factors, and you want to trigger some email, the first thing we would suggest with you is that, sir or madam, like kindly let us go with the dedicated IP. So what does it mean? Dedicated IP is something which is dedicated exclusively for you. Only for example, your business name is Early Salary. Then, like all the mails of Early Salary only will go to this IP, and this IP is dedicatedly assigned to you. So what is the difference? What is the difference? So we are not encouraging the shared IP, because let's take an example. If this is a shared IP shared with 10 customers, so what happens is that, like, the 10 customers will do a campaign, and what will be affecting you is that, for example, any of the two customer is making most bounces, and all their mails are getting into spam, so then that particular thing will affect you and your mails also will land in spam. So that is the main reason we are suggesting you to go ahead with the dedicated IP. Our suggestion is always to be in dedicated IP, not with the shared IP. So this is one thing. Another important thing before triggering any of the email campaign is DNS setting. Okay, it is a DNS setting. So what does it mean? What does it mean for any company, right? So let's take an example. Again, let me take an example of one of our customer, maybe Hereford. So Hereford is a company. So let us take it as they want to use an email service. So the first thing what we have to do is that we will ask their domain name. So what is domain name, friends? So domain name is nothing but, you can see here, it is like, this is a domain name, corefactors.in or google.com, amazon.in. So those things are called as domain names. So what we are going to do with respect to domain name is that, so in each and every, behind each and every domain name, there will be a records wherever you have hosted the website or wherever you have purchased the domain name. In the back end, there will be an option to add DKIM and SPF records. So what we will do is that we will provide you as a part of DNS setting, we will provide you DKIM and SPF records, so that you might need to add in the backend of this particular domain. So whatever domain, for example, your business name, maybe it's xyz.com. In the backend of that, our team will help you to add that domain. Okay, add that records in your domain. So why we want to do this, right? That is a one question. So why you wanted to do this? It's nothing but you are authorizing Core Factors to send an emails on behalf of your company. So you're going to use a Core Factors IP and via Core Factors server only, you're going to send an email. So you're authorizing it by adding our records. You are authorizing internet service provider, which is called ISP, that you are sending mails via Core Factors. Okay, so that is some kind of a permission you are giving. Okay, so this is what is all about DNS setting and dedicated IP. So this is something you're making your ground ready for your email campaign. This is very important. Okay, and next thing comes setting up an email campaign, right? So you all know that Core Factors product name is Teleduce, right? It is an integrated software. So what is the basic two things which you need for making the campaign successful, right? So the two things are, one thing is that you have to keep your list, which is a database hygiene, which is like very very important. So when, see, there are multiple ways of collecting the database. One data is that, like, you will your own customers data you'll be using for sending newsletters, or if you want to generate leads, obviously, like, most of the people will buy the database, but that is not preferable. We are suggesting kindly don't purchase database from outside. That is not going to work, because around 70% it will be a junk data only. When you are triggering a mail campaigns to the junk data, your domain will be blacklisted, and all your mails will go to spam. Okay, it's better you built in opt-in data. So you can ask me, what is an opt-in data, right? So whatever your business, maybe you're an FMCG or an e-commerce, you're a fintech, or your healthcare, your consulting, whatever it is, try to build an opt-in data. So let's take an example. Let's take an example of a fintech company, and I want to build out my opt-in data. Yes, it is quite time consuming, but that is a very very ideal way. I will explain you how to generate an opt-in data. So you are a fintech company, and you are providing a loan to the people for IT companies who are working in IT companies, right? So how I can generate opt-in data, or how I can generate a valid data? So let's come to the valid data. So all you have to do is that you can hire a partial resource, and you can go to the sources like LinkedIn. You can see, like you can generate daily, if you can able to get some 50 people who are working in IT company. There are a lot of tools like Zero Bounce, Rocket Search. Okay, you can make a note. There are a lot of tools like Zero Bounce to check the validity of the email. Rocket Search, like to find the email ID. So you can use those tools, and you can build up your, slowly, if you are building up a database in a month, if you are generating Like let's say per day, if you're generating 100 data also, and in a month, you can be able to generate 3000 data. Instead of going and purchasing a junk data, invest on these kind of tools like Rocket Reach and Zero Bounds. Surely they have a free trial version also. Surely you can build up a very good database in a 3 months, and with that data you can start triggering your email campaign. That is something which is a valid data. And what is called opt-in data? Opt-in data is a data. For example, you got some 5000 data. Now you are running in, let's take an example, or you are running an email campaign and you are running some Facebook campaign, and you are generating some interest. Let's take it as, if 500 people are showing interest on your product or service, then that is the opt-in data. They are really interested in your service. So that kind of database you can use for your email campaign. So friends, once again, don't purchase database from outside. Use tools like Rocket Reach or Zero Bones to generate your own opt-in, own valid data if you don't have a data, or run some Facebook campaigns and create some interest and generate some opt-in data. So these are the preferred way. And in Teleduce, we have an option called List Manager where you can upload the database, and it will help you to maintain all the valid counts, right? Another thing, so other important thing is the Content Manager. So what is called Content Manager? So Content Manager is obviously an templates where you can create a templates either using HTML, or we have a predefined set of a templates. We have a Be Free editor integrated. We have both free version and paid version, so that you can create your own content, right? So that is something you can see in the template. You can easily create by name, type, access within a team members, or it's a private or it's a shared access. So you can go to the editor, you can type the HTML code if you are an HTML writer, or then don't worry, we have a predefined set of a templates. You can drag and drop and you can quickly create a template, right? So these are the both important things which you need to be keep in mind when you are going to setting up. So these are the two things while setting up an email campaign, right? So next thing is that I would like to go ahead. What kind of subject line that you need to use? So all the way we have Komalesh from marketing team. He will be explaining you on this. Over to KP.
Yeah, hi, hi friends. So thank you, Shamila. So here, so now we need to find is how to find high-ranking relevant keywords to for subject line. Now, Shamila just now explained that how we can get a database. So where we can, so how you have to maintain the database, and where we don't want to go for the subject line. So now we have a email database. So where we need to send a relevant email to the uh, customers. So in my to that data customers. So for that we need a subject line. So we all know that like what is the important of subject line. So because majorly the 90% of the mail, so the people will get open by looking at the subject line. So it depends upon the subject line. So now we need to find a relevant highest ranking keyword we need to find. So where we will find that highest ranking keyword? So what we do to get that highest ranking keyword? So now I can tell you that there are many online tools available in the market where you can get for free for certain extent. So in the picture also you can see that. So for example, I have taken here Ubersuggest. In the same way, you can go for SEMrush. So many players are there in the market. So here, so I have highlighted it there. So they will give 3 search for a day as a free. Later, we have to take for the paid subscription. So I will explain with example. Okay, so just take I will give my example only. So I have a badminton academy. Okay, so badminton academy, that is a business I am running. So where I need a people, so we are to get trained over there, and the people has to come and has to play, and they have to take a what monthly subscription or monthly paid subscription they have to take this thing. And also I'm giving a training. So I need to tell about my badminton activity. I need to promote to the database which I am having. So for what I need, I have to take the database. I have to like what the Sharmila told. So how I can generate the database using the Facebook or any kind of without purchasing. I do many campaigns, and I take a database, so email. So once I got that, So I need to frame a email content based on the what so my business. So that maybe if I have given the example of badminton activity, so if directly pitching that, so hey, this is recently I have opened new badminton activity, badminton academy, and you can where you can enjoy and come, and this is the prize, and the people will not gonna listen that, they're not gonna read at all. So what I need to do, so I have to educate them, or in the same way I need to tell about what is the badminton activity, or what are the benefits they're gonna get, or like what are the behind currently what's the marketing trend in badminton is going on. These with these information, I need to educate the my audience. So I have to frame the email. So based on this, the body of the email I have to create that. Once I have created, I will come to the subject line. So where I need to keep a subject matter. So highest relevant keyword based on that subject, what is available in a market. So just now I will you can see there in the screen I have typed badminton by using a tool. Okay, so I got a result here where some many results I got here. So suppose which is the best badminton rackets, or else which is the best badminton shoes, or else like this you can get like how I can replace gym with my badminton activity. So these are, or else what are the 9 health benefits I can get from by playing the badminton activity, or like this you will get an idea. So by taking this, so you can directly take from here and you can replace over in your subject line. Why? Because the benefit I'm going to tell here. So badminton, only we got to know about, only the keyword is here badminton, but what and all the other related keyword. So what are the current demand for that keyword? So the people who those who are looking for that keyword, we will get an idea. So by those ideas, so we can take that keyword and we can place in an email. And one more thing I here need to inform you guys that this email subject line will not impact any of your SEO activity. Okay, this is only this idea or this trendy keyword we need to place just to increase the open rates. So this is how we can get a relevant or highest ranking keyword by using the tools, and we will get an idea. Okay, so if you wanted to note down also, I will tell you the tools where you can get Uber Suggest or SEM Rush, or else you can just type in a Google. So highest ranking relevant keyword. Okay, the many the players who are giving these kind of service, they will come. And so where you have to go and you can you need to do a small research, and you have to take the keyword and you have to place that keyword in a subject line. That's it. So that's how you can find a relevant keyword to your email campaign. Yeah,
Yeah.
Shamla, that's it.
Yeah, thank you, KP, for that. Yes, guys. So as KP was mentioning, so how people searches, this tool will tell you how people search. Let's take it as you're running in Badminton Academy. You can clearly see here which kind of keywords or I mean, you can see badminton shoes is having the highest volume. 14,800 people have searched, or which you can see which badminton racket is best, that is having 8,100 search and cost per click. So it's like you can go to Google search, simple Google search, or tools like Uber Suggest or SEM Rush. Anyway, KP will ping you in the chat session. So you can, relevant to your business, you can go on search and you can use the relevant keywords like this. If you can see, we have personalized the subject line. So how we have personalized the subject line is that, hey Swati, which we have personalized the subject line like, hey Swati, which badminton racket is the best. So this is our subject. So how we are going to create a subject is that we are going to use a I mean keyword which is ranking high. At the same time, we are going to personalize. How, see, lot of people is having query how I can increase my open rates. See, you can increase by open rates by using, by personalizing your subject name, not simply like kindly download your ebook here, not like that. You personalize. We have a personalized option. For example, if you're uploading 100 database, 100 email ID with the name, automatically it will take the personalized thing, and you can able to see like, hey, name, whatever name it will take, and which badminton racket is the best. And don't use more than 10 words in the subject line, because more than 10 words Google will, I mean obviously, like, it will take as a spam. And also don't use any kind of a special character. So here we have used the special character like question mark, right? That will also be not allowed. In most of the cases, it is not allowed. And also don't use capital letters because there are high possibility it will not be opened or it might end in spam. And one more important thing is that the from name, if you can see the header name, whatever you call it as, the from name should be the name of the person from your company. Maybe in our case, Komalesh KP is the name. You can see you would have received a lot of mails from us. If you are, I mean, initially we would have sent from the name Core Factors, and slowly we would have changed it to Komalesh KP so that you can differentiate. You can go back and check how the mails has been changed. So we thought of making some like 3 days we would have sent I mean, we would have made small changes, and the final email what you have got is very correct with all the rules and regulations and best practices. Okay, you can check our mails in past 3 days. So it is accordingly how we have made. We have to show like what mistakes we don't have to make and how we can clear, I mean, make it a correct email. So the from name should be like your name, your colleague name. It should not be like marketing team, or it should not be like your company name. Otherwise people will not open. And also from email ID should be a person name or person, obviously like person email ID. It should not be like sales at the rate of your company name or marketing or info. Don't do that. Personalize it. So that is very important, friends. So subject line is very important for increasing your open rates. So kindly do include the personalized subject names like Hey Swati, which badminton rack, and keywords. Okay, that is a very important thing. And personalizing your email content. Again, like why you want to personalize your email content? See, in a day we are receiving hundreds of emails, right? So we have to be, even though we are getting an open rates, other thing is that you want to get a click rates, right? So you have to, obviously you would have included some of the call to action button inside your email, right? So you want to get the click rates. So it's very important. You have to personalize your email content to get more click rates. So what is the mandatory things? In each and every email, you should have an unsubscribe and address of your company in the footer. That is very important. And make your designs more responsive so that your target audience can open your email content in either mobile, tablet, or desktop or laptop. It should be responsible design. Obviously teledues, if you are using Core Factors product, it is like by default it will be like a responsive design. And most important thing is that your call to action, maybe it is a try now button, or buy here, buy now button, or contact us. It should be in the first half of the email. Okay, it should be in the first half of the email. If you are sending an email for marketing purpose, then do send the call to action visible. It should be visible, and it should be in the first half of the email. For example, if you have a 10 lines, then your call to action should come within fifth line. Okay, not below that, because then only people will be intended to click that call to action, so that you can generate some good leads as well. Okay, so we are suggesting you to have a call to action in the first half. And also you can, we have an inbuilt score checker, how the template is scored out of 10, so that like it will tell you like if it is more than 7, like yes, you will get the inbox delivery. If it is less than 7, it might end up in promotion or something like that. And if it is less than 4, and I mean your chances of inbox are very less. Okay, so that you can just send a test mail, review it, and you can schedule the campaign. So kindly make sure that you are personalizing in your email content, and unsubscribe and address of your company. Make a responsive design, call to action button in the first half of the mail. Check the score of your template and then schedule the campaign, right? That is very important thing, friends. So that like that will help you in getting more inbox, and that will help you in getting more click rates. Okay, and you have multiple tags with reviews and headers to personalize. You can do that. And next thing is that detailed reports, right? So in the detailed reports, obviously you can able to see how many people have opened, how many people have clicked, how many people have unsubscribed your emails, how many people have marked as a spam. So entire details will be up for you, so that like you can understand how your campaign is really performing. And you can able to see which link has been clicked how many times. So and also when end users are unsubscribing you, Teledues will automatically remove their data from next campaign. Okay, so like detailed reports will be available for you to take a wise decision. So that is again an important thing. And also we have another thing called automated drip engagement. So why you need to use an automated drip engagements, right? So here, like, we are suggesting you to use some kind of an automated drip engagements, so that like you can generate more leads. So when you're following all the basic steps of the email campaign, we would suggest you, let's take an example. You are sending an email to 100 people. Out of 100 people, if 20 people have opened your email, or if 20 people have clicked that link, then automatically we can send them an engagements for next 3 days or 7 days, so that like automatic mails, it's a pre-configured content. You can configure in the content manager, and we have an option called journey. It's like a drip emailing. They will get a mail for next 7 days or next 10 days, and we can send them a relevant content, so that what happens is that like it will help you to generate more quality leads. Okay, so that is something with respect to the automatic drip engagements, so that it will really help you to move the leads closer to conversions. For example, you have got a lot of signups and from the Facebook, and with this drip engagements you can really able to you can really able to move them closer to conversions. So this is other feature like where it will really help you like to generate leads. And for example, not only that, like for example, like you have a customers, and every month you have to, or every week you want to send a newsletter, then you can pre-configure it. So it's not required not only for generating leads. You can pre-configure it for various reasons. You can pre-configure the monthly newsletters. You can pre-configure maybe some kind of wishes for the clients. So it's you can do it in automatic drip engagement. So that is something which will be really helpful for you. And other important thing is that how you can leverage an inbuilt CRM, right? So yes, you all know that Core Factors product Teledues is an integrated software. So we have an option. For example, if the people is opening a mail more than 3 times, then I can manually add it to the lead box, or automatically I can push it. Set a rule like whenever I receive a sign up in this landing page, it has to be moved to the CRM. So that is also possible. Or else if you want an landing page integrations, we can provide an API for the same. So it's very simple, folks. Like once you're receiving an opening rates, obviously if it is a marketing campaign, you can just click add to lead manually, or automatically we can push via APIs as well. So that is with respect to the respect to the inbuilt CRM. But I don't want to take much time on this, because I have something important with respect to the best practices or learning what we had in past 5 years with respect to a lot of our clients. So friends, first thing, don't forget, go with a dedicated IP. Don't go for a shared IP. If you are using, I mean, if you want to take Core Factors, or maybe if you're going ahead with any of the service provider, make sure that you are getting a dedicated IP, because that is first thing that you have to taken care of. Okay. And second thing is that, yes, as I said to you, kindly remove your junk data every 15 days once. If you are not, keep your list hygiene. Obviously our platform will help you. If you are getting, for example, you are sending 1,000 people and 100 has bounced, you will have a bounced data in the list manager. You can delete it. So keeping your list hygiene is another important parameter for most of the inbox delivery and success of your campaign. Okay, so keep your list hygiene. Don't purchase a third party data, obviously. And see, even if you're purchasing data, and there are tools where you can like filter the data also, but that will not going to help. Only it will give you a filtration 50%. As of our knowledge, it is not giving more than 50% accuracy. Okay, so try to generate your own data. As I said to you, hire a part-time freelancer, or hire a person to generate data from LinkedIn, or run some Facebook campaigns and bring in opt-in data. That is very, very important, friends. So list hygiene, and personalize the subject to get more open rate. A lot of people are having these queries, I know, in this webinar. If you want to get more open rates, you have to personalize the subject, and you have to personalize the entire header, like from name, from email ID, subject line. All these things should be personalized. Then surely you will get more open rates. And don't put something junk in the subject line, like what to say, like offer, discount. Don't do that. That will not help you. And also, if you want more click rates, that is more call to action, if more people want to inquire about your service, then personalize the content and include the call to action visible within first half of the email. That is very, very important. And also in your email content or subject line, so not in subject line, in your email content, avoid red colors, punctuations, words like free, offer, discounts. See, this you can include, but don't make it more, what to say, more visible, or like in very dark colors. So don't do that. Like that will really take you to the spam. Okay, so that is something we are suggesting you. And obviously the suggested time for the email campaign is 11 a.m. in the morning and 3 p.m. in the afternoon as per IST. So this is our suggested time. And also the most important thing is that frequently test. Don't stick on to one thing, because A/B testing, what you call it as A/B testing, try with different content and target audiences. For the same target audience, send different type of content and see which you are getting open rates more, so for which you are getting click rates more. So keep on see, obviously, right? So in our life also changes are constant, so keep on changing the content and target audiences, so that like not target audiences, obviously the target audience is same, but keep on try something new then and there, try with some kind of a thing, so that once you will know like how you are really able to get best open rates, best click rates, so you will understand what is good for your vertical or your company. That is something very, very important, friends, to generate. If you want to generate leads via email campaign, yes, you have to frequently do testing. Every month you have to do testing, and you have to keep your database hygiene, personalize the subject and the content, and make your call to action visible, and priorly use a dedicated IP. So these are some of our learnings from lot of our customers. We are also learning day by day. So in this digital world, in this online world, still email campaign is generating leads for most of the businesses because of following the best practices. I hope you will also follow the best practices, so that like you can run an effective email campaign, right? So that this is the things from our end. And now over to KP. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, thank you, Shamla. It was nice information, and it's too informative also. Okay, so now we'll go for Q&A session. So, friends, if you have any questions, so in a control panel, so there will be a hand symbol, so you can press and you can raise your hand if you want to speak. So I'm gonna unmute you, or else you can type your question in a chat, or else if you want to speak, also you can type, just unmute. So I'm gonna unmute you guys. Yeah, Remo, you're unmuted, so you can ask your question. Yeah.
Yeah, hi guys. So I have a question here. How can we increase the domain reputation?
Okay. um, yes. Hi Remo, good afternoon.
Good
So
afternoon.
yeah, thanks for your question. Like domain reputation, right? See, as I said to you, your domain name is going to be playing a very crucial role with respect to the email campaigns. Okay, so that's where like you have to be really, really, I mean, sure that you are not making any kind of a spam in the beginning, because like once you are making a spam, obviously your rating will go down, domain rating will go down, and obviously like once you're making more bounces, it will tend to the spam only. So how you can increase the domain reputation is that slowly you can have to do small campaigns. First, you have to do campaigns for increasing your domain rating. See, for example, you want to generate leads from the email campaign, right? So that is your goal. Let's take this, that is your objective. Then you have to start doing a warm-up campaigns. The warm-up campaigns can go up to 2 months. So for whom you have to do a warm-up campaign? So initially you have to do a warm-up campaigns to your I mean, maybe if you have only 50 data of your sign up customers, then you, I mean, sign up leads, then you have to do a campaign for them. Then you have to slowly do a warm-up campaigns on weekly basis for 2 months. If you're doing that, and like obviously if the ISP is not seeing any of you, ISP wants to have I have a belief that this domain is not making any spam. They are not, you should give that kind of an what to say, that kind of a confidence to the ISP. So in that case, like you have to slowly do a small campaign. Then slowly you can just make a warm-up campaigns weekly once, and you have to reach the inbox. So initially your mails may go up to spam also, because ISP will not, initially, if you're purchasing a new domain name, then it will treat you as an alien only. To begin with, it will go to spam. Then slowly you have to send a relevant content by not including the words like free, that and all. You should use the best practices to design an email content, subject line accordingly. And once you're doing it for a month or two, your domain rating for sure it will increase. And see, we are using AWS, Amazon Web Server, so that we would suggest don't trigger if you have an 2000 data also. Don't, if you are generating leads, then don't trigger more than, ideally you can trigger up to maximum 200 to 300 people in a day initially. Don't trigger more than that, but we would suggest 100 in a day if you are triggering initially, because the more and more if you are triggering initially only, then bounces will be high and it will be like the bad reputation your domain, and they will blacklist you. So it's better you initially for 2 months of time, slowly increase your domain authentication domain rating by warm-up campaigns. So warm-up campaigns is the only way. The warm-up campaigns should be done according to the best practices. That is the only way, Remy.
All right.
Yeah, hello Naresh.
Naresh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, Shamila, actually, I am using that core factor from last 4-5 months. I
Okay.
want to a little bit. I'm getting difficult to make the content and template for the email basically. So how can I can get that help on that? No, because many times I try to make that, but that is not making it proper responsive.
Okay, we will send some sample, drip responding mails.
Okay.
Okay, you can check with that. We will ask, may I know your account executive with whom you're discussing
Account
in
executive is
discussion?
by that Sagar and Meena,
Okay, your company name?
Winner Impacts.
Okay, sure. I will ask them to send the details to you. Okay,
Yeah, sure.
some
Thank
journeys
you.
to you. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. Thank you, Naresh.
Thank you, KP.
Yeah. So is there any questions? So friends. Okay. So Shamla, I think so there's no more questions. So we can,
Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
KP.
Yeah. So fine. Thank you, thank you guys for your valuable time, and thank you for attending this webinar. I hope with this webinar, so you can you learned so how to set up a campaign and how to it's an email campaign, and so what are the best practices, all these things. So hope so you have to only thing is you have to implement, and you have to major things. So Sharmila had finally told that so we have to do A/B testing. So that is the major thing. So start implementing all those things and do A/B testing, and by yourself you can get a better result. And also, so Shamila, so if you have any final inputs also, you can add it and you can wind up the session.
Yes, SKP. So thank you all for joining the session. Yes, as I said to you, we will share this webinar recording and you can implement the best practices. And if you want to know, if you want to see how we can help you, you can just reach or reply back to KP, and one of our account executive will keep in touch with you and we can help you to set up an email campaign with the best practices. Thank you all. Have a great evening. Bye.
Yeah, thank you all.